The new look, new feel, Yankees bullpen comes through again. Carlos Rodon was fantastic too, and Aaron Judge, number 53. While so many people are arguing and wasting everybody's time over yesterday's intentional walk and fire Boone because of it, they're completely missing the point that the Yankees have won 3 out of 4 against the Red Sox. And, excuse me, since the Orioles lost, they're back up by 3 games. Still in first place. Now they have tomorrow off. Then they go to the West Coast. They get the A's for 3 and the Mariners for 3. And then they have Monday off again the following week. And then they have the Orioles for 3 and the Pirates for 3 at home to end the season. But shout out to everybody in the chat. All he is, get them thumbs up, gang. Let's try to get to 100 likes as quickly as we can. But I'm telling you, appreciate all he is. And the question I have for you too is, if you haven't seen my video this morning, because I do think the conversation probably should be had for them, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna guess cooler heads will prevail. But it begs the question, right? Well, let me shout out everybody in chat first. Brandon, Jonathan, the bullpen. I'm not worried about the bullpen, Jonathan. I'm not worried about him. Not right now. It's a better look, a better feel bullpen. I feel a heck of a lot better than I did before. Peanut, Risbergs, Daniel Berry, Keith, Wink, Consigliere, Robert, Lorenzo, Democracy, Joe, Leotis, Loren. Yeah. CeeLo is in the building. What is good? What is good? Keith. Oh, Demon D. OG, what's good, man? Now, I hear what you're saying, Jonathan. Personally, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm not as worried about the bullpen as before. Ken, what do you know? And again, let's recap this, right? Rodon, 5 1/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, 5 Ks and 88 pitches. Then Ian Hamilton came in, 2/3, cleaned it up. Tim Hill came in an inning and a third, perfect. Clay Holmes came in, 2/3 of an inning, got a K. He only threw 5 pitches, Clay Holmes. And then Jake Cousins came in, threw a third of an inning. And then Tommy Kahnle came in with the other 2/3 of an inning. Close it out. 5-2 Yankees for the final. 3 out of 4 against the Red Sox. I'll take it any day of the week. Offensively, what do we got here? Why did that click out on me? Offensively, let's see. The Yankees, Torres is 2 for 5. His bats are really revving up with an opposite field home run. Soto is 1 for 4. Judge 1 for 2 with a home run. And with a center field wall, 2-run shot. 1 for 4. Stanton was 1 for 2. Dominguez was 1 for 3. Volpe's 0 for 4. He's reeling. He's got 3 Ks, so we need him to pick up his bat a little bit. Oswaldo Cabrera was 2 for 4. And Jose Trevino 0 for 4 with 2 Ks. That's the offense for the Yankees. It's pretty much clutch hitting, okay, and small ball. Right, and hustle. If you see the way the Red Sox play, I mean, every ground ball they hit, it forces the Yankees to really focus and rush because they are running like bats out of hell to first base. We need more Yankees to do that, right? So, yeah, Rodon is looking good. I mean, Rodon, first of all, Michael, to your point too, Rodon, everybody wanted Rodon. He was the top guy in the free agent market that year as a pitcher, the top guy, right? And he's coming off 2 strong seasons. So, and then people automatically pivoted to blame Boone and blame Cashman, right? It's such a weak pivot, such a weak talking point, but we get it all the time. We're gonna get to the NFL too. Yeah, the Cowboys did thinking of my Jets won, baby, but the Yankees, again, they're right rounding into shape at the right time. I keep saying it, but the question I have for you, if you haven't seen my video this morning, is with Cole's opt out after the season. If he opts out, do you give him the 5th year or do you let him walk? Okay. One side, it's like, okay, he's going to be 34. He's going to be entering the downside of his career, right? When most pitchers enter the downside of his career, but he's also a power pitcher. So there are pitchers that have pitched well late into their age, right? Like Justin Verlander, like Max Scherzer, like Nolan Ryan, like these guys, right? So I understand that logic. Okay. And he's also probably well on his way to 3,000 Ks. He get 2250 or something like that right now. So, if he stays here, he'd likely get it. He'll probably get to 200 plus wins too, which are necessary benchmarks for Hall of Fame. So, um, but again, is the question remains: is he going to be a $36 million a year pitcher from years 34 to 39? Now, on the flip side, his intangibles are off the charts. He's a vocal leader, right? He makes his teammates around him better, right? And so it goes beyond pitching, I think, for Gerrit Cole. And so the way I see it is, if I'm going to keep him, add that fifth year, I'm going to try to add another pitcher to him to push him, to complement him, so that if he does happen to fall back a tad, we have somebody up there like a Corbin Burns or something like that to complement him at the high level of the rotation. Right? One plug, true cowboy. The Niners lost, yeah. And we're gonna get to football in a few minutes too. 2 cups to Joe, Eric, Jennifer. Hello, how are you? Um, yeah, I don't know what's the magic number for the East, but magic number is only a couple games for the Yankees now for the postseason. So, and they are very, very. I'm very confident they're going to go to the playoffs. People can say all they want. People can say all they want to be one and done. The Dodgers could be one and done for all we know, just like they were last year. The Phillies can be one and done. Don't know. We just don't know. It can happen to anybody. Donnie, right, Consigliani? Yep, 12 games left. Yep, 3-game lead in the postseason, 87 and 63. 3 wins away from the 90-win barrier. So I still had them predicted to win 95 games, so they would have to go 8-4. I still think that's possible. No. If they don't, if they let Cole walk, then they're gonna have to. I mean, Corbin Burns is like 3 or 4 years younger than Judge, and you try to get a guy like Corbin Burns, and you try to trade for a young pitcher if you can, or something like that. Because at the end of the day, is Cole going to help them keep Soto? I have no idea. I sure hope so. I sure hope so. It looks like he's rubbed off on quite a few of his pitching teammates. So I feel better about this rotation right now. That they're rounding into shape again, and this bullpen. Michael Ryan, what's happening? Yeah, years of that. If postseason go, why are you not giving your infield backups reps defensively? Infield backups, like who? Hawaiian. Who are you referring to? Yeah, where's Sunil? He's gonna be quiet. Yeah, he's probably hiding under the in the weeds. Yeah, I mean if you can do that, yeah, if you could do that, you keep Cole and get Burns, whole different ball game, right, Ken? They have the Devastators in the building too. So this could be a pivotal offseason too. Obviously, keeping Juan Soto's priority number one, but now it's the Gerrit Cole, and John Heyman even predicted that he's going to opt out, and the Yankees just going to give him his 5th year. So that's his prediction. NFL. Oh man. So that's his prediction, right? Well, the Yankees have almost 100 million coming off the books, democracy. So that's the key here too. I do think Burns would get probably 30 million per. And again, it's like the way I would look at it, but like if you were gonna do, I would try to go Burns and Tanner Scott, okay, and then keep Soto. If you could do that, then that would be kind of nice. It'd be really nice. But I mean, financially, I don't know, but they're gonna have to pay out the wazoo. That's for sure. Magic numbers for it. I think you might be right, Jennifer. And yes, Quell, you're 100% right. Judge is rounding in. We need him to get hot. He's starting to get hot, right? Yeah, we need that. We need that. So, Consigliere, you're better. You feeling better, my man? John Birdie. Should be. I wouldn't say should. He getting reps at first. He'll get some reps, but they're not going to interrupt what's working. They're in first place. So, as much as I like Cabrera, he could take reps. He could take reps in the outfield too. But I don't know if he's going to get reps at shortstop. I don't know if they're going to move on from Volpe or not from yet. But John Birdie will get some reps. He's coming off a long injury. But this is the thing too, Hoyne. I don't know if they're going to mess with what's working. But I understand what you're saying. Give you infield their backups reps. Yeah, sure. Even if it's late in the games, I have no problem with that. Rays in the building. What's happening, man? Donnie Stanton's going nowhere. Stanton is going nowhere. Soto leaves. Yeah, you would, Michael. Yeah. If Soto leaves, don't be surprised if they go after Anthony Santander. Somebody like that. But obviously, Soto is priority number one. Soto all day. Oh, he's wearing number 21 today is in honor of Roberto Clemente. It was Roberto Clemente Day today at Yahoo. That's why. Yeah, they were honoring Clemente. Yeah, Buckeye. I mean, you got to consider DFAing Judge, man. Yeah, stop it. It's 53 times now he's done it to us. 53 goddamn times. You got to consider it, man. Right? That way we can get over the scandal of the intentional walk yesterday from Gerrit Cole and Rafael Devers, who's hitting like 700 against Gerrit Cole. Oh my God, did Aaron Boone call that move over there? Who cares? Nobody. That's what we heard today and yesterday. That's what we're hearing in the comments. That's what we're hearing on social media. Yes, they won 3 out of 4. Exactly, NFA. Please educate these people, NFA. Fire Boone, fire Cashman. Winning 3 out of 4 is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Yeah. Eric, if you re-sign Soto, do you think we're better off letting Cole walk and signing Burns free? See how keeping Cole and adding another big side. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. You know, because they also have to get a frontline closer too. My guess they're gonna go after Tanner Scott. That's my guess. Can't confirm that, but that's the guess. Yeah. Glaber haters need to admit when they're wrong. Just give him credit where it's due. You know, he's hitting again. Good for him. I still would have traded him at the deadline. That's me, but I'm glad he's hitting. I'm glad he's hitting again. We need it. We need him to hit now in the postseason. But Bernie, yeah, you gotta chuck me too. We need some real talk up in here. Some real talk. That's right, man. That's right. If they sign Burns, re-sign Cole, and sign Free, that's 4 guys. Rodon making 25. Luis Hill, Schmidt. Marcus is a good question. It's a good question. I don't know. It's a good question. I can't see them signing Freed and Burns, one or the other. I mean, Freed and Burns would be a good pairing if Cole moved on. I can't see them adding Freed and Burns to Cole. That would be insanity. But be awesome. Bernie, thank you, my man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised then I feel like that Bernie intentionally walked him. But at the end of the day, I understand the logic too. And again, it's just not a scandal. Like, what the hell's why are people so upset about it? You know, new ownership where Michael Ryan. Yeah, I think Cole knows if he opts out, he's not going to get most likely not going to get a bigger deal somewhere else at 34. So you might be right, Jonathan, that he might not opt out and just stick with the 4 years. Yep. I personally would move on from Glaber, Eric. I mean, I like what he's doing now, but I want to give the younger kids a chance. Like, whether it's Yorba Vivas, whether it's Caleb Durbin, whether it's Oswald Peraza, I want to give somebody a shot. Even Oswaldo Cabrera, John Birdie, like some of these other guys. There's too much of a frustrating endeavor throughout the year. I wish he would be a little bit more consistent defensively throughout the year because that offsets a lot of his offensive potential. But that's just me. No. Yeah, they are, Bernie. You got that right. We're starting to look really good. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, democracy. They're not gonna bring back Cole, sign Burns, and Freed. I would do Burns and Freed if Cole leaves, and only if Cole leaves. If Cole comes back, I would try to add one of those guys to Cole, and then try to bring in Tanner Scott. That would be, to me, that would be good pieces. That's like a Dodgers type offseason spending wise. Well, it's just true too. Yeah, did not change his defensive ineptitude. He's still inept. He's still defensively inept. The Lions have got a point there. Yeah, people. Well, this is what they do. They do it from behind the screen, right? They do it in the comment section. They'll never tell Cole to his face. People call it. I mean, I'll say it on screen here too. I think people that are calling it, I think that's weak. And if they were on here, I would tell them that. Like, it's just everybody has a kryptonite player, unfortunately. Devers is Cole's kryptonite. It is what it is. So I was surprised that he did it, but I don't think he intentionally hit him in the first inning either. I don't think, despite I don't care what Alex Cora says. I don't think it was intentional at all. Just like I don't think Cousins didn't intentionally hit Trevor Story in the ninth tonight. So I don't think he did that either. But he did. He hit him. Yeah, and democracy. I think full strength Cole. You know, I'm all about it. It's not a. It's not 100% this year. It's not. Yeah. Oh, the O's. Yeah, the A's. The O's had a. Yeah. The O's had a change of majority. Yeah. The impression we got was they're gonna be more aggressive in free agency and in the trade market. I mean, they did as soon as that ownership change happened. They traded for Corbin Burns like a week later. But the question is, will they re-sign him to a big deal? He's represented by Scott Boras. Is he going to get 7 years, 300 million, to 30 million a year? Because he'll likely get that. So yeah, we look at Weaver's stats. People keep saying we need strikeout guys like Josh Hader and Mason Miller. He has just as many strikeouts as those guys do for pennies on the dollar. Look at the stats. Yeah. Yeah, they did. They released Victor Gonzalez today, so I saw that. So, yeah. Yeah, one of the relievers that they traded for early in the season. Him and Caleb Ferguson for Trey Sweeney. And yeah, Tyler Glasnow's probably done for the year. So the Dodgers are losing a starter, a key starter. So I mean, these things happen, right? So, yeah, true. They do that. And then they call people that don't agree with them not real fans or fake fans or delusional. Then they'll block people for having different opinions. Then they'll report people for harassment for calling them out on their treatment of people. This is how they do it. This is how they do it. They're getting outed by their people now. So yeah, our opposing pitchers are cowards, intentional. Yeah, I don't think somebody wants to be the one to give up that record home run, even though he's several home runs away. But but yeah, I mean, I don't think like guys like Max Scherzer and guys like that would intentionally walk him. They're gonna throw it to him. So maybe Beater can get called up. Maybe Michael. Yeah, we've said it for a while. Yeah, Cashman's smarter than people have him out to be. Yeah, people call me. There are certain channels that just trash him on a regular basis. Him and Boone. And Boone's gonna probably be winning have another 90-win season this year. So, mhm. And he also has the 10th highest winning percentage of all time in baseball history of managers. Right now, Aaron Boone. He's higher than Casey Stengel. He's higher than Joe Torre. He's higher than Joe Girardi. A lot of the most revered and respected Yankee managers. His winning percentage is higher than all of them. Stats, facts, talking points. Do not contend with the facts. Michael. I mean, I like Weaver at close. I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to go with Canely. I like Canely as a setup guy too. So, you know, I like I like the back end of the bullpen makeup now with Cousins and Canely and Weaver, that 3-headed monster, and even Holmes setting them up. So I mean, Holmes was good as a setup spot today. Came in, yeah, yeah. 15 guys who can start. Yeah, they do, but can they be good? Not really. That's the problem with the Dodgers. Like, you know, but they do have they have a shit ton of people to watch. So you're right about that. Yeah, I think it's gonna right down to the series with the O's. I think they should hopefully win 2 out of 3 against the Pirates. But I mean, I'd like to see if they face Paul Skeens. That'd be kind of cool. Um, yeah, I mean, the move didn't work. Cole's move didn't work yesterday. Moved on, moving on. But people are just treating it like it's, you know, like people are eating cats and dogs in Ohio. All those Haitians eating cats and dogs, right? Yeah. Another ridiculous conspiracy theory. Trivia question. I heard the Yankees are the only team in history with 3 Grand Slams in one game, 22 versus. Yeah, Russell Martin, Curtis Granderson, maybe Brett Gardner, maybe Jack. Is it Gardner, Granderson, and Russell Martin? I think, but I remember that game, 22-9 versus. I remember that game, Jack. Consiglietti, always a pleasure having you on, my friend. Go get some rest. Keep recovering, buddy. It is the Comenzo. What's happening, man? It's easy to slam Bruno Cashman. Yeah. Slam Torian is winning World. Yeah. Yeah. All these manly, masculine alphas gotta beat their chest so they can trash people from behind the screen. 37 likes. All right, let's get the likes up. Dodger Atalino, Flaherty, and Yamamoto. Yeah, and is Kershaw back? Some people are saying DFA. Oh, you know what, Billy Branch? I didn't even mention it, but that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Yeah, they're kidnapping the geese and the dogs and the cats and eating them. Like, oh god. Yeah, Vance and Laura Loomer. Like, oh god. The Reds did it. The Reds had a 3-headed monster. Yeah, they had Rob Dibble. I mean, that was a yeah. Well, that was a ridiculous bullpen too. Yep. Brandon, always a pleasure, my man. Oh, it was Cano. Okay, I thought it was Gardner. It was Cano, Grandison. I knew I had Grandison and Martin, but I wasn't sure about the third one. Cano. I thought it might have been Gardner, but you might be right, Lorenzo. I remember that game. That was a big offensive outburst for the Yankees. Yep. When Posada, I remember that too. That pop up behind home plate. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, I know, Clemenza. Yep, I know. Mattingly had 6 Grand Slams in a season, Jake Buss. Yeah, and he also homered in 8 consecutive games, which was a record that he tied Dale Long with, and then I think Ken Griffey might have tied both of them. Ken Griffey Jr., if I'm not mistaken. But you're right, Clemenza. Yep. Yep. Yes, indeed. Now that we celebrated a Yankees series win, let's see how we did in the NFL. Week 2, baby. Right now, recapping the afternoon games. Right now, the Arizona Cardinals are up 20-3 on the Rams. I'm surprised about that one. 21-3. Wow, Cooper Kupp and the boys. Pittsburgh Steelers are up 7-0 on the Broncos. The Bengals and the Chiefs are tied 3-3. It's in the first quarter, though. Finals, the New Orleans Saints 44-19 over the Cowboys. They trounced them. The Buccaneers 20. I'm surprised with this one. 20-16 over the Detroit Lions. Baker Mayfield's bringing the heat over there. The Packers 16-10 over the Colts. My Jets 24-17 over the Tennessee Titans. Aaron Rodgers is actually pretty decent. The Minnesota Vikings 23-17 over the 49ers. Sam Darnold is bringing the heat over in Minnesota. My God. Sam freaking Darnold. The Seahawks beat the Patriots. 23-20 in overtime. Field goal there. The Commanders beat the Giants 21-18. The LA Chargers beat the Panthers 26-3. The Cleveland Browns 18-13 over the Jaguars. The Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders 26-23 over the Ravens of Baltimore. I'm surprised with that one. And the Bills, obviously, they beat the Dolphins 31-10 earlier. So, but those are the scores of the afternoon games. And obviously, tomorrow, well, you got tonight's game. The Bears play the Texans, and then tomorrow night, Monday Night Football, the Atlanta Falcons play the Philadelphia Eagles in Philly. So, the Cowboys lost, Clemenza. That's right, baby. Yep. Walk-off win was July 16th versus the Phillies. Yankees down 6-1 tied. Wank, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, Jake Yamamoto is back. Jake Boss, he is back. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Giants 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Daniel Jones kept overthrowing the ball today. But he connected with Neighbors for the first time, their first round draft pick. League Neighbors. So I saw that. Lorenzo, my favorite football team is the Jets. New York Jets. And Carl, yes, Santa Fe. Carlos Rodon right here, baby. 15-9. 15-9, baby. And Luis Hill is what? He's 14 or 13. Let's see. Let's extract Luis Hill's stats. I want to get his record right here. My man, he's 13-6. Luis Hill, 13-6. Giants lost on 7 field goals. Oh, God. Seven field goals. Wow. My least favorite football team? Probably the Cowboys. Lorenzo. The Dodgers are talking about Ohtani pitching in the postseason. I heard that yesterday, Ken. Go right ahead. Go right ahead, man. I don't know if it's going to interrupt his offensive momentum because he's on fire right now, but okay. I mean, they need as much as they can. Can he give him better value than Glasnow? I have no idea. No idea. Maybe he'll come out of the bullpen. Yeah. We'll soon have every player. I don't know, man, because I saw the Boston players today. They didn't wear 21. So I saw the Yankees did it. Oh, God, Lou Gehrig did, yes. Yes. And Mariano Rivera did. Well, it's Jackie Robinson. They already was 42. So Rivera was the last player to wear 42. And nobody wears number 42 now. No players. So that's kind of cool. But Lou Gehrig, they went number 4. Oh, sign me up for that, baby. Sign me up for that. But how you guys and gals feeling about this team better? You feel better about the Yankees now? 3 out of 4 from the upstart Red Sox. So, yeah, same here, NFE. I predict them in 95. Right? They're 87-62 now? 87-63, excuse me. 12 games left. They go 8-4, it's 95-67. I'll take it. I will take it. You and Afim both and I both predicted 95 wins. early in the season, when the season first started. I don't know if everybody in the Yankees wore 22 today. I noticed that too. Judge wore 21. A couple of the guys wore 21. It'd be kind of cool if everybody did. Because like on Jackie Robinson Day, everybody wears 42. Just kind of cool. The offense coming around. Yeah, I mean Aaron Judge over the center field wall home run today. But they have exactly, Jake Boss. They have the momentum in their favor now. The wind is at their sails, right? And they need that really heading into the postseason. They really, really need that. I mean, we didn't feel that way a month ago. I mean, it was just getting knocked, dick punched everywhere. Oswaldo too. Yep. Yeah, Michael. I mean, I feel much better too about this team. And again, they've reconfigured the bullpen, right? They move things around. The reinforcements are back. They're healthy, and I think he's in a much better position. And these people that fans call dumpster dives from Brian Cashman, Jay Cousins, Luke Weaver, the guys that making the biggest contributions. They were like, oh, "Why did he trade for John Birdie? He's a bum." Right? These guys, dumpster dive moves for Brian Cashman, the ones that are making the big impacts. It's just it is what it is. 7-5 Yanks mean O's have to go 10-2. Yeah, I'd be surprised, Michael, if they did that, the Orioles, but there would be a tiebreaker. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I agree too. Seattle's got good pitching, even though they've lost. They just lost Luis Castillo to a hamstring, I think a strain or whatever it might be. They still have all those other guys in the rotation that are not going to be a walk in the park. And if he's 100% right, they're not going to be a walk in the park. Mm-mm. Well, exactly. I mean, look, yes, this is real talk right here. Fire Cashman for even signing players. Yes, yes. Give him the boot. Right? Give him the boot, man. That's right. But Yankees, with the exception of yesterday's loss, and I mean, the momentum is in their favor, obviously, but I don't think they're gonna win every single game. If they do, that would be phenomenal. But I can't see them winning every single game. But they win more than they lose. It'll be good. Yeah, the Yankees. Yeah, Clemens. This is a good comment too. Closing by committee certainly is a bad thing. The fact that the Yankees did that shows they realized that there was a problem with Clay Holmes closing games, and they closed accordingly, acted accordingly. Yeah, they made adjustments as they needed to, and they openly admitted it, and they're upfront about it and transparent, and they just proactive about it. So good, they're winning games now because they're helping to win games. So good for them. So it is, yeah, it is nice to knock the Red Sox out of the wild card. Yeah, and I am too, Crawford. Yeah, if Yankees get home field throughout the playoffs, any advantage they can capitalize on, we got to take. Any advantage they get opportunity to seize, they got to do it. They have to do it. They cannot take the foot off the pedal at all right now, all the way through to the end. There's 12 games left. Play every one of them hard, like it's your last game. Please win the damn division. You get a much more favorable playoff situation if you win the division. So they're 8-5 in September. I'll take that NFE. I'll take it, man. Double that, then it's 16-10. Yeah. Oh yeah. When that DJ gets benched before the team, I don't think it sounds like DJ's probably done for the. Oh, you mean Daniel Jones? Yeah, not DJ LeMahieu. I think the Giants are going to draft a quarterback, and Robert, honestly, I think they're going to maybe win 3 or 4 games. I think, and I think they'll get a top 5 pick, and that's got to be a quarterback. There's some pretty good quarterbacks coming up in the draft next year. Yep. 4-2 in the West Coast trip. I'll take that. I would take that too. I would agree, Michael. Like 6-6. Yeah, you might finish first in the AL. Yeah. Yep. Stanton had that nice down the line double today, the RBI double. Yeah. And having him locked in the playoffs too. Yeah, we need Volpe to kind of his back to wake up a little bit. We definitely need his back to wake up. No. Stephen B's in Jamaica. All right. Get some R&R, my man. Have some nice umbrellas, some nice cool umbrella drinks on the beach. Enjoy, my man. Enjoy. Play damn right play with the 98 team. Yeah. I would take 3-3, but I would prefer 4-2 NFA, but yeah. I think they have within them that would go 4-2 in this trip. I mean, they're off tomorrow to get a day's rest to travel. So the way they yeah, they tend to have sometimes trouble on the West Coast, but I like when they play well on the West Coast. I'll put it that way, Jennifer. But we need them to play well in the West Coast. We really, really do. But they used to they used to have a lot of trouble with the even the A's and the Angels and yeah, yeah, O's, yeah. Long Island. There you go, Stephen B. Get it done, man. Get a frozen strawberry daiquiri. Those are really good on the beach when it's really hot. Oh yeah. Series season lead 6-4. Yeah, good for them. That's all right. We got 3 games with them next week. Be nice if we could reverse that. But we'll see. As long as we win the division and they don't, I'm happy. I'm happy with that. No, I'll take 8-4. I would take 8-4 in the last 12 games all day. Smack the like button, gang, by the way. Let's get the likes up. We'll try to get over 50 likes if we can. It's Jamaican sativa. Have a beef patty and cocoa bread. Fantastic. Fantastic food. Yankees win season series with the Red Sox. Simpson. Good. Seriously good, man. Good. Oh yeah. But that's what we got. Right? Sunday afternoon. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go upstairs and make some guacamole for my girls. They like when I prepare guacamole for them, so I'm gonna do that shortly. But 3 out of 4 from the Red Sox, baby. Keep this short and sweet so we can go enjoy the rest of our weekend. But thank you so much for coming on, gang. It's always a pleasure having you on. Jerk chicken, yes. Jerk chicken with the rice, and then Jake Paul should make me hungry. Now you make me want to go to Golden Crust. I'm gonna have to go to Golden Crust, or I can go back to Richmond Hill, Queens, and get some roti, or I'll go up to Bed-Stuy, get some roti, some West Indian food, doubles, bus of chat, saltfish, everything. Love West Indian food. Love Jamaican food. It's fantastic. Paid food and going fishing. Yes, hope you catch some good fish, Stephen P. Hope you get some good fish, man. Get some good. Last time when I was in Bahamas, I went deep sea fishing. It was okay. Jennifer, which day do I think Boone will send Stroman out to the bullpen? If I had to pick a day, probably Wednesday, Tuesday or Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Milwaukee, yeah, they'll clinch. Yeah, exactly. You go to Springfield, Ohio. It's some definitely interesting cuisine. Oh, damn. Man, you're a legend, dude. because everybody goes to Springfield. So it's a border state. It's never fucking middle of America. Oh God. Uh, few more games before coming back. Yeah, I think so too, Crawford. But I think Stroman goes, yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday, I think, in a bullpen. Michaels of Brooklyn. Wink. Trying to remember. Where in Brooklyn is it, Wink? Is that in Crown Heights? Sheepshead Bay? Where? I mean, my favorite steakhouse, Peter Luger's, is in Brooklyn. It's in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. What is Michael's, Wink? Is that a pizza place or is that West Indian? Is it Jamaican food? Stephen B. Enjoy, man. And get some fish. When I went fishing in Cabo, I caught some huge mahi mahi. I caught a big marlin. It was like 300-400 pound marlin too. That was kind of cool. Nostrin, okay. Or Nostrin Ave, all right. Not sure. I'm not sure, Wink, but I'm familiar with Nostrin Ave. Jones that obscene 4-year contract. Yeah, Robert. Yeah. Have a Jamaican restaurant near me owned by Jamaicans and a real. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The authentic stuff, Jake Boss. The authentic cuisine. That's what you need, man. Called the door. Kenneth, is that by the Coliseum on Jamaica Ave? Kenneth? Italian restaurants ship the sauce to Super. Oh, really? Oh. That I've not been to. On Nostrum now. Rayo's does that too. You can get their sauce, but that's like so expensive. Like the regular Prego sauce you can get for $3. They sell for like 12. Rayo sauce, and the Rayo sauce isn't all that. At least the bottled stuff. I would go there. It's different. The food there is different. It's very hard to get a reservation there though. Rails, but the food there is phenomenal. So in Jamaica is by an ab. Okay, it's on the ab by the Coliseum. I've not been there, but I mean, I love authentic Jamaican food. It's like and West Indian food. I used to go to Richmond Hill underneath the train. My God, West Indian and did the roti and doubles and all that stuff. It's fantastic. Jamaica Ave, yeah. They have good cuisine there. Kind of, yeah. Good sneaker stores too. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But now you all got me hungry. I have to go prepare some food for my girl. So thank you so much for coming on. Have a great rest of your weekend. Go Yankees. Go Jets. All right. Whoever your team is, I hope they won or I hope they're winning. So I'll keep recapping football too now. Obviously, tomorrow I'll recap the games that happened tonight and the afternoon games that haven't finished yet. So, and then I'll recap Monday Night Football on Tuesday. So the Yankees are off tomorrow. I'm sure I'll have a video to come out as well. But I want to know what your thoughts are, gang. Would you replace Cole if he opts out? Would you bring him back and add to him? What do you think is the best scenario? I'm going to leave you with that. Just leave some comments. Have a great rest of your weekend. Peace and love. Talk to y'all on the other side.